This is your wake-up call. Be more purposeful about how you use your money. Build black, buy black, and bank black to build wealth in the black community. Black people spend $1.2 trillion a year, but those dollars don't circulate in the community. There needs to be a sense of urgency to improve the economy. The bank black, and buy the block movements are so important, including purchasing and holding on to real estate in the community. Pay attention to where and how you spend. And remember to save and invest your money by moving your money to One United Bank, the largest black-owned and first black internet bank in America, and an FDIC member. You join the Bank Black movement using your Mona, Amir, or Lady Liberty Visa debit cards with their powerful, proud images celebrating blackness. Show the world that black money matters. OneUnited.com. Go to OneUnited.com. That's OneUnited.com. Open an account and get your Visa debit card so you can bank black, buy black, and build black today. Are you frustrated that your TV bill continues to change month to month? Dish heard you, and they changed it with the Dish 2-year TV price guarantee. New customers can get the channels they want at the same package price guaranteed for 2 whole years. That means 2 years of the TV you love at the same monthly price guaranteed. No second-year price increases, no gotcha moments, or unwelcome surprises. That's the Dish 2-year TV price guarantee, because only Dish is tuned into you. To learn more, 1-844-CALL-DISH. Go to dish.com or visit a local retailer near you. Requires credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Taxes and surcharges not included. Other restrictions apply. For full details, 1-844-CALL-DISH. All right. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. We're on Facebook, folks, if you want to see us live. Yes, I'm wearing the wig. Facebook.com/makeitplain. YouTube.com/makeitplain. I promised that I would be wearing this throughout the playoff season, and we have advanced, eliminating the Cleveland offensively named baseball team, and now we are moving on to the American League Championship Series. Yes,
You're on the team, apparently.
The obnoxious voice you're hearing is that of one Pete Dominick, who goes live on the air from 9 to noon on Sirius. What channel you on? Because they move you around so many different channels.
Sirius XM Insight 121. Check us out at 9 a.m., please.
Every 6 months he's on a different channel.
When Mark is done, flip over to channel 121 at 9 and listen to us. We're great.
Channel to channel.
We're very good.
But you're on Insight this month.
And you're on the Yankees, apparently.
You're on Insight this month.
I have been on Insight, a channel that I created. Very proud of creating that channel here at Sirius XM back in January of 2015.
That's not the first channel you've created.
That's the first channel at Sirius XM I've created, or anywhere else. I mean, I created a pornography channel that's only for me. It's not public. It's just me.
Whatever became of all those porn sites on your laptop that were under investigation?
Well, you know that's not for air, A, and B, nothing. They found nothing. They're just all me. It's just videos of me. Everybody's like, what kind of a narcissist films himself only for himself? And then that kind of guy.
Are you okay with me literally right now having 2 sets of hair on my head, fake hair? And
no.
You having no hair.
No, you have what? How would you style your? How would you describe your natural hairstyle, Mark Thompson?
2 sets of hair.
How would you describe your
on
natural
dreadlocks?
Yeah, dreadlocks.
And a powdered wig.
Long dreadlocks, which you've had for a long time. And is that all your hair, or is that any of that fake? And then you've got a colonial white wig on, and people can see this where there's a video of us.
Facebook.com. Look in the camera.
Oh, excuse me.
Right
now. Hi.
You've been on TV before.
Yeah, I just didn't know where the camera was. I thought we were doing radio. So you have 2 sets of hair. Yeah. And yes, it bothers me a bit. I mean, I'm pretty secure now with the bald head, but I don't understand how it doesn't bother you. That's my question. With your own dreads, your own hair, and then that giant wig on top of it, it would seem that would be too much for your neck to hold up. So
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
It has no impact on me.
No, tell that to your neck.
You have a new album?
I'm very, very excited to announce. It came out, a week and a half ago. It's called Pete Dominick Live, and you can buy it on iTunes or Amazon. preferably. And yeah, my
How much
first
does it cost?
live stand-up album. It's $10.
Is it worth the money? The $10?
Well, my daughter made a great video ad for it. She's 12, saying, "Please buy this because I want to go to college, and we don't have the money now." So is she going to be? My daughter gets a college education, and you get laughs. I think it's a pretty fair deal. It's $10.
Is she gonna be a comedian too?
Pete Dominick Live.
Is she an aspiring comedian?
She is an aspiring actress, singer, dancer, and my youngest is more of a mischievous comedian. But I want I don't want that for them.
They get their talent from their mother.
I mean, I'm pretty talented. I do well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hurtful.
You don't want that for them.
I don't want a show business career for them, but it's not up to me. So whatever they want.
Why don't you want a show business career?
I hate the business. I've been in
but
it.
You're in it.
Yeah, it's awful. Have you been paying attention to the news? Like, that's one of the big reasons I don't want my daughters to be in a business where there's no HR at the comedy at the Ha Ha Hut.
There's no HR at the comedy club.
There's no HR in a casting office. You want to work? Okay. Fix my belt. I don't want that for my daughter. That business is a very superficial business. It's not like a meritocracy. It's not even about how hard you work, or it really is based on so many superficial details. And so, but if that's what they want, my parents were more conservative than I was in terms of like those types of ideas, and yet they supported me in pursuing a career in comedy. So if that's what my daughters want, whatever they want, I'll support them. I mean, that's the way I see it. I'm not in charge.
Did you try out for a movie or something where you sexually assaulted by anybody?
I was at a handful of times for sure. I was at a comedy club,
and yet I still haven't seen you in any movies, so it must not have.
I've been in a number of films.
Must not have worked.
I'm in a number of films. Okay. Check my IMDb. Pete Dominick, IMDb. Check it out.
But you were sexual.
Most of them were produced and directed by me when I was 16. But huge hits.
But you were on the casting couch, and it resulted still in no.
I'm a stand-up
major
comedian.
Motion picture.
I'm a stand-up comedian.
I think when you submit to the casting couch, you're supposed to get some out of it.
It sounds like you know so much about this that you're the one that should be telling the stories.
I've just been reading.
It sounds. Oh, you've just been reading
about Harvey Weinstein.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mark. Why do you have a sofa in your office here?
I don't. The sofa's no longer there. It was taken away.
Oh,
literally about 2 or 3 years ago.
For evidence samples, or why?
No, honestly, people were envious of the fact that I had a sofa, and it didn't match the decor. So it was literally taken from me and put in another executive's office who wanted a sofa. If you want to just do the full disclosure,
at a comedy club,
and it's probably still sitting in there somewhere.
I had a comedy club booker, gay guy. You're seeing a lot of now, a couple Hollywood actors coming out and saying I was harassed by men too, gay men. And it was a gay guy, and he was always flirtatious with me and always hitting on me, which was fine. I didn't really. I mean, it definitely crossed the line for sure. But you're in a comedy club. Like, there's no ethics. There's no rules. There's alcohol everywhere. There's drugs and sex. You name it. It's just horrid. Yeah. And it's far worse for women. But this guy was like, if you show me your penis, then I'll give you like spots, more spots. That's what we call them in comedy, more sets. And I was like, nah. And he literally said, well, how about one of your testicles? And I was like, can I get a Friday?
Just show him. You just
wanted to see it.
All right. I know that's right.
So
did you show him?
I showed him one of my nuts.
You did?
I did. And I got a Friday spot.
Okay. I'm not quite sure where to go after that. Should we offer you therapy? I don't know what. So what do I even say to that? Pete Dominick.
It's horrible that anybody.
Breaking news, Andrew. Please, because this is didn't know
that guy now runs a fitness club in Chelsea.
We didn't know we were doing
this. This is MIP breaking news.
Pete Dominick has just revealed that he too is one of those
a victim
actresses who's been a victim
I did not
of sexual harassment and assault. He was forced to show a testicle to who?
A comedy club booker,
and he showed that testicle.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of.
What did you get out of that?
I got a Friday. He gave me a spot on a Friday night, which is like the holy grail, Friday, Saturday for a comedian.
Brittany's been a champion.
I exaggerated that story, by the way. There's one thing that's not true about that.
It
was a Tuesday. It was for a Tuesday. It wasn't
Brittany,
even the holy grail Friday spot. I showed my nut for one.
Brittany's been advocating for actresses who've been victims of sexual assault and harassment. Anything you want to say to Pete now that you know? How are you feeling about? I mean, you feel empathy toward Pete as another actress?
Does it sound like I am trying to in any way compare my story to that of the other ones we've heard and that women
you
deal
feel
with?
Empathy for Pete as another actress who's had to do this?
Have you ever been asked to show your testicle?
Well, you only had to show one, so I'm feeling a little uneven about it.
Wow. Well, the other one hadn't descended, so luckily it wasn't even my choice.
All right, I can't.
I'm a little lopsided in my reaction.
Well, this is all funny. I mean, that did happen. I'm not comparing it to anybody else's experience, but that did happen.
That actually happened.
In all seriousness, my headline this morning
the guy's name was Nick. I know where he works now. Like I continued to work there, and that was the only. And he continued to flirt with me and say inappropriate things to me and talk to me about how sexy I was, and
that just makes for an uncomfortable everything.
Yeah, I started to understand what I once went on I took a guy to a basketball game, like a business thing, a pretty powerful journalist, and out of Washington D.C. and openly gay, great guy, know him well, and during the game. He kept like looking me up and down and eyeballing me and saying things like you're such an attractive young man and things like that. It made me uncomfortable, and I was 33 maybe, and it was the moment, and I started thinking, is there something wrong? Like is homosexuality some kind of sick perversion? I don't like this, and then I realized, oh my, this guy is only doing to me what I have probably done to so many women, the way I've looked at them or things I've said to them that probably made them uncomfortable. I wasn't really ever that guy.
That's quite a revelation.
I was in the friend zone for sure. I really wasn't that guy, but I'm sure I looked at women in ways that didn't make them uncomfortable, And so I realized that it wasn't anything about his sexuality. It was just a guy being a powerful guy, you know, flirting and saying maybe inappropriate things, but it wasn't horrible. But the point is, I can see how women feel on a regular basis, and because I have felt a little bit like that. It doesn't compare at all to the types of stories that we've been hearing, obviously.
So I just want to be clear that I misunderstand you. You said that he was treating you the way you have treated other women.
He was looking at me and saying things to me, and I was feeling uncomfortable.
But I just want to be sure you didn't just admit to committing any sexual harassment.
I don't think I have I've never been accused of it, of anything. I was in therapy with my therapist said to me, Peter, I told her I was worried that the women I'd been dating would regret having sex with me. I said this to my therapist, that they would, after it was over, wish they hadn't. And she looked at me and said, well, that's about your self-esteem. And I go, yeah, I know. And she goes, listen, here's the bottom line. If you're with a woman and she gives you consent and she wants to have sex, you should have sex with her. If that's what you want, you don't have to worry about her feelings afterward. That's not right. She's there. She's consenting.
I can totally understand why you would worry about how a woman would feel after having
sure, because you're insulting me. Because you're insulting me, and that's how I felt about myself. You're the worst therapist. Like you're the anti-therapist. I know why you hate yourself. You should. Look at you. You look like a mole rat. You look like Gollum. Like you look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. I can understand why you would be concerned about how a woman would feel after an intimate moment with you. I don't blame them. I'm Mark Thompson. I'm on the Yankees.
So okay, so this has been a lot this morning. I think you all would agree. It's a lot to unpack, and don't even know quite where to begin.
I feel so guilty because I don't have my thermos this morning. I'm a real staunch advocate against plastic. I've been an anti-plastic campaign for years now. Thermoses, single-use plastic bags. Use a thermos. Use it, and it's killing me that I forgot my thermos, and I'm using this paper cup, and I realize I've been caught on camera. So if there's a hypocrisy in my life, it's not about the way that I treat women, because I believe the standard you walk past is the standard you accept, period. But I today am using a paper cup. And not a thermos. And I'm very much, I mean, I have no tolerance for people who use single-use plastic. And sometimes you got to. I hear you. But you try not to. I was at the Rite Aid 2 nights ago because my wife sent me out to get a thermometer for our daughter, whatever else I wanted. I stared at the mint chocolate chip ice cream for a good 30 seconds, then turned from it. And I go to the counter and I buy the one item. And she says, she takes out a bag and starts putting it in a bag. I said, I can carry it. I'll carry it. I'm good. I'm just going to carry it out to the car. People need to stop with the single-use plastic bags and cups. And today, I'm not helping.
Okay.
Should have brought music up under that, I think.
That kind of.
Yeah, that needed some tunes.
That kind of came on.
Well, I wasn't sure where you wanted to go, so I launched into a rant.
Spontaneously, too. We went from your sexual assault to your potential sexual harassment to the plastic. We've done a lot.
I like how you skip over the part where you ruined me.
You're
the anti-therapist in my life.
Look at him. I mean, wouldn't you all?
Look at you. You're wearing.
Wouldn't you all be concerned if you had been intimate at any point in your life with P. Dominick?
Tune into the Facebook Live. He's. I'm not saying
Facebook.com/. But I'd have a reason.
That I'm Brad Pitt.
I have a reason for this.
It doesn't matter. I'm better looking than you.
I look better in this wig than you without anything. Look,
listen.
On.
Look at my physique. My body is a temple. Okay. You, on the other hand, have let yourself go. You don't care nearly as much about fitness. You strike me as a guy who walks a lot, like counts his steps, has a Fitbit. You got a fit? Is that what you're doing?
Not at all.
All right. Well, I'm a better looking man than you are, despite my scalp, my hair loss.
Of all the things,
go ahead. Let people judge.
I've had to defend myself. I just feel no need to defend myself from that, Brittany. I think people can look at this. You repeat what you said. You a better looking.
Physically, I'm more attractive than you physically by most people's standards. Straight women, gay men, blacks, whites, old, young. Go ahead. I'm not. I mean, but there's not many metrics by which I would measure myself with you in terms of intellect.
I'm gonna pray for you. I mean, that's required. That's all I can do because you're a friend. I like you, man.
But
that requires prayer.
Pray for yourself.
P. Dominick has just give me breaking news on that too, because something else we didn't know today.
You're wearing the colonial wig.
This is MIP breaking news.
P. Dominick is a better looking man than me.
Whatever.
Yeah. If that doesn't sound like fake news, I don't know.
Believe me. If you were to look at Mark, then look at me, you'd feel better while you're looking at me. Believe me, okay?
Do Puerto Rico. Did you hear him say Puerto Rico?
Listen to me. Puerto Rico.
No, but you got it.
I actually didn't hear that. I heard that he did it, but what did he do?
You got it. You have it.
Do you have it up?
Yeah, he's got it.
What is his name again?
Puerto Rico.
Now talk about what's your
Andrew.
Andrew.
Don't hit on him.
Well, I'm just saying, put his picture up between you and I. He's a good looking guy. He's got a full head of hair and a nice.
I have a full head of hair. I have a thick beard.
You don't have the symmetry in your face that I do. But what? Yeah, you got
symmetry in my face.
My bone structure is unbelievable. But anyway, do we have it? Do we have Trump?
He's looking for.
Speaking of bone structure,
he's looking.
I don't think he has any. Like he doesn't have any integrity or character or.
Puerto Rico.
But he may not even be a human. You got it?
Here we go. This is it. I thought
the people of Puerto Rico.
Ugh. Listen.
We love Puerto Rico.
What's with the raspberry?
Puerto Rico. And we also love Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
A New Yorker should know better. First of all, he's a New Yorker. Second of all, that's gross for any number of reasons. Listen, I'm just trying to be empathic to the people by pronouncing it the way they pronounce it, okay? As well as the way that we pronounce it. We've been the whites, okay? We say Puerto, they say Puerto. That's what they say. I'm saying what they say. Of course, NBC News will report that I said Spain or España, but I didn't. Okay, pronounced it just the way they do. Believe me. Believe me.
Where can people find the album in the name of P. Dominick Live?
P. Dominick Live, everybody. And when your show is over, please buy my album so my daughter can go to college. It's $10. It goes to a good cause, which is me. Probably end up spending on drugs. But it's Amazon and iTunes. I'm kidding. I don't do drugs.
I bet you're not saying the child's going to do that at home.
No, God forbid. And but more importantly, at 9 o'clock today, switch over to channel 121. If you haven't checked us out, we talk about what it's like NPR with a personality over on my show.
As we go, folks, today is October 12th. It is the birthday of Dick Gregory. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. And here, turn around, Pete. Watch this. This is Dick. The last year today. 1 year ago, and we sang.
Big inspiration as a comedian.
We sang, really. We sang "Happy Birthday" to Dick Gregory for the last time at up here at Caroline's, up the street from us. Bring me up, Andrew. Here's us saying "Happy Birthday."
This is
you can see it on Facebook.
mother made me a white motherfucking birthday. Thank you, brother. If he made it, you know it ain't nothing in his church. No, I need that. He's right. Thank you. Thank you. Now, who's going to eat this No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm just saying, what am I going to do it? I mean, that's Christian.
Happy birthday. Everyone just said that. When you started the moment ago, let's sing happy birthday.
Make a wish. Hey, Christian, let him stand behind the cake. Come on, throw on those hands. Go with
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
All right.
Thank you. Now wait, hold.
Watch this, watch this, everybody. Yeah, I am.
What we gonna do is let these two motherfuckers show you get flip up coach. Now show them what a blowjob look like.
Goodness, Mr. Greg.
Dick Gregory, ladies and gentlemen. Pete, Dominick, we already in break. Those who watching on Facebook Live, as we brought out Dick Gregory's birthday cake and bring it down. And Pete's album.
Pete Dominick Live, Amazon, iTunes, but check us out at 9 on channel 121. I love you.
Love you too, man.
Thanks so much.
Stay good looking.
Appreciate it. So easy for me.
We'll be back. This is MIP.